Well, good morning. Good morning. I've got great news and I couldn't wait to get on here and tell you. Listen, coming up, let me get over there to it. Not that one, but the next one. I'm excited about this, y'all. We've sold half the auditorium, about 750 seats. And I called Q this morning and I said, hey, call Chaz over there at the theater, Fisher Center, and ask him if I can give away tickets. Because we've got a lot to give away. We've only got half full. It's 1,600 seats in that gorgeous auditorium. And so from anybody want to come. It's free. All you got to do is go to the main ticket counter and tell them I want tickets to see Mark Lowry. I need 10. I need 20. But bring the people now. What would really be great is if we could get buses to go pick up nursing homes. I would love that. But anyway, I want to let you know, if you wanted to come to the Nashville concert and you thought, my goodness, those tickets are high, well, I agree with you. And so now they're free. For all of you who have already bought tickets, thank you so much. You're going to be closest to the stage because you've already, and thank you. That will pay everybody to get, but now let's fill that room. There is nothing spiritual about singing to a lumber yard. That's what my preacher, when I was growing up, said. He liked to have crowds. He said, there's nothing spiritual about preaching to a lumber yard. And I adopted that to myself. So we're going to have 750 there regardless, and that's going to be fun. Now they've opened it up. If you want to come, but you couldn't afford it, it's free. Come and join us tomorrow night, Nashville, Tennessee, at the Fisher Center with the Martins, the Sisters, Stan Whitmire, Jaron Davis, and a complete choir, y'all. You don't want to miss it. So come on in and let's sing a little this morning. You like my CPAP hair? All right. Well, come on in. Come on in. It's 7 o'clock tomorrow night, Aaron. Pull up a chair and tell me how you been. We're fixing to sing, and I'll do the lead. So if you would do the harmony, but if you can't sing in tune, well, that's okay because we still need you. Just don't forget that decaf unsweet tea. Then sit up straight and sing along with me. Come on in, come on in. Pull up a chair and then tell me how you've been. Now don't forget that unsweet tea and sit up straight and sing along with me. Sit up straight and sing along with me. Oh yeah. Tomorrow night, oh no, this is October, y'all. October 13th and 14th. Don't forget to come to Mark Lowry's hometown weekend. We'll get to know each other better, and all these people will be there. Triumphant Endless Highway, Jimmy Urey. It's going to be fun. And then Sunday, I'm excited because I told my pastor I'm going to pack my pew Sunday morning after my event because I'm hoping everybody will stay over and go to church. And then what else? Oh, tomorrow night. Yes, and I believe it starts at 7 p.m. I'm not sure off the top of my head. But if you want to come, it's come one, come all. Go to the ticket counter and ask for your tickets. They're free, and all you got to do is show up Friday, March 3rd, tomorrow night. And it's going to be fun. Then the next night, I'm in Tifton, Georgia. Can't give away free tickets there because it's not my event. But Saturday, March the 4th, I'll be there with a whole bunch of other people. Great singers. Check that out if you want to join us there. Oh, the photos you guys send in. These are pets. Now, there's someone, Annetta here, Ernest, she has a pet bird. Carmen Day and Hope, I guess is the name of her bird. And isn't that a pretty bird? But you know the problem with birds, they live a long time, which I wish my dog would live longer. But, you don't want your dog to outlive you, because then what's going to happen to him or her? Oh, look at this. Cindy Leonard sent in Dolly, Nellie, and her new pup that needs a name. If you know of a name that would go good with Dolly and Nellie, then put it in the suggestions in the comments below. Oh, look at Connie Kelly sent in Princess and Muffin. Aren't they dolled up? And what do we got here? Linda Burns sent this beautiful photo from Rogersville, Tennessee. Isn't it cool that we get to visit all over the world and don't have to leave our home? Looky here. We're in Rogersville, Tennessee, looking at that beautiful snow. And look at this shot. Joanne Thompson sent in this photograph of a juniper hair streak butterfly in Lawndale, Missouri. Look at that. That's a good picture right there. Oh, looky here. Carol Davis was in Tennessee, barely got the camera out of her car window because I see the frame up top left. But isn't that a cool shot? The sun, the cow. Wondering what you're doing. Dina Kilpatrick, Orange Beach, Alabama. The sun was setting. And I thought that through. Hey, I am live right now. You want to say something? Y'all pray for Dina. She's sick. You want me to get Bella? Okay. All right. Okay. She hadn't eaten or had her meds. All right, I'll see you. Yeah, when we get old, even our dogs need meds. Poor little Bella, she has Cushing's. And so, there you go. But she's 13, and that happens to old dogs. Dina Kilpatrick, Orange Beach. Oh, somebody in the comments, because I'd always get these pictures, and I'd say, I don't know if the sun's setting or rising. And said, well, if you knew east from west, you would. And it dawned on me. How ignorant have I been? Of course this is the sun setting if she's in Alabama. Because the sun rises in the east, everybody. See, my dad used to say that I was full grown before I knew that the sun didn't just pop into the sky. Because he said I slept so late. But no. Anyway, thank you, Dina, for that photo. Isn't that pretty? And look at this. This looks like 3 suns, or maybe that's 3 UFOs. I don't know. Renita Maurer, Harrisburg, South Dakota. Those are 3 bright lights. I know that. Terry Storch, Kodiak Island, Alaska. Ooh, I bet that's cold. Isn't it pretty, though? Now look at Marcia Hackler. She took this in Independence, Missouri. And what a gorgeous shot. Love it. Hey, if you've got a pet, a grandkid, or a beautiful sunrise that you want to show us, send it, email it to info@marklowry.com. And y'all, if you're cold, if you're in Alaska, like that one shot we just saw, you might need you a hoodie. And you can get them at marklowry.com, and then a coffee cup to go. And then, it just goes on and on. Get your USB so you can sing these great songs in the car. Now, I'm going to leave that up. Friday, March 3rd. Anybody want to come to this concert? It's free. Come one, come all. Bring a busload. We're going to have a time. All right, let's sing. Oh, there's within my heart. That's not first. Oh, there is a name. That's first. Yeah, it is. All right, sit up straight. Let's sing, y'all. There is a name I love to hear. I love to sing its worth. It sounds like music in my ear. The sweetest name on earth. Sing, y'all. Oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus. Because he first loved me. And it tells tells me of a Savior's love who died to set me free. It tells me of his precious blood, the sinner's perfect plea. Everybody sing, oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus, because he first loved me. Because he first loved me. Hold on, y'all. I got to get my water. Well, I sang about water, and I got the big glass today. This one has my initials on it. We don't sell this size, but this thing's too heavy. Took the cart around the world. Crunchy eyes. I love crunchy eyes. Oh, I want to see him. Don't you? All right, sit up straight and sing, y'all. Here we go. As I journey through the land, singing as I go, pointing souls to Calvary, to the crimson flow. Many arrows pierce my soul from without within, but my Lord leads me on, through him I will win. Oh, I want to see him, look upon his face, there to sing forever of his saving grace. On the streets of glory, let me lift my voice. Come here, Bella. Here's all past. Oh, never to, she doesn't want to get in my lap. When in service for the Lord, dark may be the night, but I'll cling more close to him, he will bring me light. Satan's snares may vex my soul, turn my thoughts aside. Help me, Lord. But my Lord goes ahead, leads whate'er betide. Oh, I want to see him, look upon his face, there to sing forever of his saving grace. On the streets of glory, let me lift my voice. Cares all past, home at last, ever to rejoice. Cares all past, home at last, ever to rejoice. Oh yeah, Bella wanted to sit down over there, didn't you, Bella? Let me get you in that shot. Oh, my girl Bella's over there. She did not want to get in my lap. Can you believe that? I couldn't. On a Hill, probably the most requested song we do here on Just Whenever. I hope you'll sing. Oh, thank you, Lord. On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. And I love that old cross, where the dearest and best for a world of lost sinners was slain. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. its shame and reproach gladly bear. Then he'll call me someday to my home far away, where his glory forever I'll share. Sing with me, y'all. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down, and I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. Lord, let me cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. We may even sing that song tomorrow night. You know, I don't have a clue what's going to happen. Now, I will have to plan a little bit tomorrow night, March 3rd at the Fisher Center, because I'm going to have the Martins, the sisters. I'm going to have, y'all, it's going to be a show. Full choir, GERON Davis leading them. Lord, and I'm the Bill Gaither of the program. I get to decide what happens. It could go anywhere. It's so much fun being up there without Bill getting in my way. I love it. And I love being with him too. It's really a great life. And by the way, Bella over here is a dog, and she is 13, and I've had her since she was 5. And she's in good health, and she, you know, she's just old, like her papa. And y'all get on to me for saying I'm old. I read the comments. I know what you're saying. Mark, I'm 92. You're not old. Well, Lord willing, I'll be 92 one day, and then I'll think, man, I really wasn't old, was I? Precious Lord. We're in the P's. We're in the P's, y'all. In the hymnal. We're going through the hymnal. If you want to get the hymnal, this is the one we're going through. Sit up straight and sing. Precious Lord. Take my hand, lead me on, let me stand. I'm tired, I'm weak, I am worn. Through the storm, through the night, lead me on to the light. Take my hand. Precious Lord, lead me on. When my day grows drear, precious Lord, linger near. When my light is almost gone, hear my cry, hear my call, hold my hand, lest I fall. Take my hand, precious Lord, lead me on. Kevin Williams on the guitar. Thank you, Kevin. Precious Lord, take my hand, lead me on, let me stand. I am tired, I am weak, I am worn. Sing, y'all. Through the storm, through the night, lead me on to the light. Oh, take my hand, precious Lord, lead me home. Through the storm, precious Lord, lead me home. That's a good question. LaDonna Jones just asked a question over here in the comments. She said, just curious, what keys are you comfortable singing in? In the morning like this, when I usually do this, or anytime I'm in my studio where I don't have an audience, I like them low because I need the audience to get the energy up, and that raises my voice up. Plus, it's effortless to sing low. And if I'm going to come in here and do this, I want it to be as effortless as possible. That's why I don't rehearse. That's why I still don't know the endings to most of these songs. Kevin decides that, or Matthew, or whoever makes the track, and I'm supposed to probably listen to it. But they know now what keys to put them in. I don't even know what keys most of these are in because I've never checked them. But you could get next to your piano and figure it out. But I don't really know. I know I like them low, but not too low to where where it just has no energy in it. So it's kind of a mix. Well, precious Lord, see, we're in the P, so can you imagine what's next? Precious Lord. Next would be I love this comment. Anne-Marie Collins, look what she just said. You have the most welcoming smile, Mark. I equate the feeling I get when I watch your live stream similar to the feeling of calm I'd get as a kid with Dear Mr. Rogers. What a compliment. Thank you so much. I would love to have met him. I was way too old for him. I mean, I was grown when he showed up, it seems like. I never watched Mr. Rogers. I did watch Captain Kangaroo. And there was a local lady named Kitterick. Some of y'all might remember her if you lived in the Houston area. Kitterick was her name, she was a cat lady, and she had her own morning children's show, and I think Mama took us down there when I was little. Do you want to go in the living room? Is that what you're shaking over? Okay, go. You want to go? She's 13. You don't tell her what to do. And y'all listen to this. If your dog is old and has little accidents around the house, I don't know if you've seen it on Facebook, but there is this stuff called Peed Gone or something. I'm sure you've seen it. Peed Gone. It works, y'all. I promise you. I had stains in my, and I'm not selling this stuff. I had stains in my carpet that had been there forever. I was going to get it cleaned eventually. But little Bella thought she's outside. She peed on the carpet. Well, I squirted that stuff on that stain that was years old. I mean, years. Well, I hate to say years because that's embarrassing. But nevertheless, it was been there a while. Gone, evaporated, extinguished, never there. It's amazing stuff. And I need to share that with you. If you get in the center, I need to share that with you that follow me because I care about you, and I know a lot of you got dogs. And you don't, you probably have pee stain. And cat pee, too. It dissolves it all. Vomit, pee, poo, all of it vanished when you use that stuff. Anyway, pee be gone. That's it, Cindy Moyer and Nicholas. Have you ever tried it? I think that's it. Okay, let's go back to singing. We've talked about peeing up. Oh, where am I? Precious memories. Well, that's a question I'll be asking a lot as I age. Where am I? Oh, would you be free? There's power in the blood. Didn't you grow up singing this one? All right, sit up straight. Let's sing, y'all. Would you be free from your burden of sin? There's power in the blood, power in the blood. Would you or evil a victory win? There's wonderful power in the blood. There is power, power, wonder-working power in the blood of the Lamb. Oh, there is power, power, wonder-working power in the precious blood of the Lamb. Would you be free from your passion and pride? There's power in the blood, power in the blood. Come for a cleansing to Calvary's tide. There's wonderful power in the blood. Lord, there is power, power, wonder-working power in the blood of the Lamb. There is power, power, wonder-working power in the precious blood of the Lamb. In the precious blood of the Lamb. And you're right. I did skip Precious Memories, and I didn't mean to. One of you asked me, why did you skip Precious Memories? We don't want to do that, because I'm up getting old and lose my way sometimes. But thank you for bringing it up in the comments so I could go back to it. All right, sit up straight and sing with me, y'all. Precious, what am I? Precious memories. I'll start over. Gotta remember the melodies, Mark. I can remember lyrics better than I can remember the melodies, it looks like. Precious memories, unseen angels, somewhere to my soul. How they linger, ever near. What is happening? Oh, that's Precious Lord, Take My Hand. Dear Father in heaven, what am I doing? Here it is. Somebody needs to call the home. Thank you. Someone said that's the wrong track. I'm glad you are listening. Here we go. Precious memories, unseen angels, sent from somewhere to my soul. How they linger, ever near me, and the sacred past unfold. Sing, y'all. Precious memories, how they linger, how they ever flood my soul. In the stillness of the midnight, precious sacred scenes unfold. Oh, I love this verse. Precious Father, loving Mother, fly across the lonely years, and old home sing of my childhood in fond memory appear. Sing with me, y'all. Come on. Precious memories, how they linger, how they ever flood my soul. In the stillness of the midnight, precious sacred scenes unfold. In the stillness of the midnight, precious sacred scenes unfold. Amen. That's right, y'all. I love it. You know how I get to sleep? I don't reminisce about mama and daddy and get all sad. I love to quote the 23rd Psalm to myself. I barely get through it and I'm snoring. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. And about that time I'm snoring. I do need to memorize the whole thing eventually. But I'm reading your comment. I was the wrong track, Diana. I caught that a little late because it even says it on. It's written out. I can read. I heard this morning that schools are really failing with reading for our young people, and that it's lower. They're actually lower than they were a couple of years. I mean, it's just the ability to read in the fourth grade is like at 33%, I heard on the news this morning. Well, if they'd go back to phonetics, they'd fix all that. It took a downward slide when they quit teaching phonetics. That's how I learned. My dad didn't learn that way. My dad learns the way they teach today. That's why he couldn't spell. They'd hold up cat, memorize it, cat. They'd hold up dog, memorize it, dog. Well, I was taught cat phonetically, which makes it easy for me to figure out names, and not always names because, you can spell those differently, but words in general. I'm a pretty good speller, and I really do enjoy correct English, and I love it when I'm corrected because I don't want to speak incorrectly. That's how you know you're getting scammed, when they pretend to be me, but they're so illiterate. That's embarrassing. It makes me look bad. Don't believe those scammers. Boy, I am rambling. All right, let's sing. And don't forget, if you want free tickets for tomorrow night, if you're in Nashville, hey, come see us. It's free. The Martins, who else? The Martins, the Sisters, a choir, GERON Davis. My gosh, we're going to have fun. And all you got to do is go to the ticket counter and say, Mark said I could have free tickets, and they'll hand them to you. So just show up. That's the way you do it on this particular concert. Wouldn't that be cool if I could just do that everywhere? It would be nice. When we get home, when we get to heaven, maybe that's the way that economy will work, where everything's just free. Who knows? Oh, Rebecca had straight A's. I did too. That's the only thing I did good in, Rebecca, was reading, writing, and Miss Barth. That's why I got in trouble in her class, because she was my reading spelling teacher, and I got in big time trouble with her nearly every day because I'd get bored and things would pop in my brain, I may tell that story tomorrow night. Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow night? And I hope you'll come. All right, let's sing. Well, I'm tired and so weary. Nah, it's too slow. Let's don't do that one. Let's save that for some other day. Unless y'all want to hear it. Peace in the Valley. Well, okay. I don't don't think any of you said you wanted to, but a voice in my head said, I want to hear it, so let's go with that. You know the voices in the head? Have you got those? Well, I'm tired and so weary, but I must go along till the Lord comes to call me away. Where the Lord, oh y'all, I'm tied up over here, and the city's so bright, and the Lamb. I'm starting the song over 'cause I got distracted. Oh, listen to Kevin play that guitar. Thank you, Lord. Well, I'm tired, so weary, but I must go along till the Lord comes to call me away. Where the morning is bright and the Lamb is the light, and the night is as fair as the day. Oh yes, and there will be peace in the valley for me. Someday there will be peace in the valley for me. Oh Lord, I pray there'll be no sadness and no sorrow, no trouble I see. There will be peace in the valley for me someday. There the bear will be gentle, and the wolf will be tame. That old lion, he will lay down by the lamb. Oh yes, and the beast from the wild will be led by a little child, and I'll be changed from this creature I am. Praise God. And there will be peace in the valley for me someday. Peace in that valley for me. Oh Lord, I pray there'll be no sadness, there'll be no sorrow, no trouble I see, 'cause there will be peace in the valley for me someday. There will be peace in the valley for me someday. Aren't you glad? It's coming. All you got to do is keep walking. Put one foot in front of the other foot and then do that again. Just don't stop till you get home. Eventually, the road you're on, the street will turn to gold, won't it? Yeah, it will. And as soon as I find my mouse, I'm going to turn the page. But it's got to be, oh, there it is. It loves to hide from me, y'all. It's like a demon-possessed mouse. Anyway, no, it's not. I rebuke that. I've learned from you Pentecostals, don't. But you know what else I've learned? Thank God he doesn't listen to. I know it says he gives an account for every idle thought or word or deed or something like that. But God knows I'm kidding. He's the one that gave me the ability to do it. And half the time I don't even mean what I say. Hyperbole falls out of me on a continual basis. And so therefore, you got to take everything with a grain of salt. But you should do that anyway. You should do that with your own preacher. Don't believe everything he says. Look it up. Check it out. Read the previous scriptures that he's reading from and the ones after and find out what the Bible really is saying. Don't trust him. That sounds bad, doesn't it? Especially if he wants all your trust. Especially if he's really a little dictator rather than a pastor. My suggestion would be get the heck out of that church, take your tithe with you, and find somebody who will feed you and shepherd you and, help you and walk alongside you, not browbeat you like he knows something you don't. I don't go to church to be told how and what to do. I'm 65. My pastor's younger than me. He doesn't have as much sense as I do. Hope he's not watching. I don't know. He probably has more sense than I do. But man, don't ever let any human being control you. Read Galatians 5. Go read it. As soon as we're done, we can read it together. You want to read it? Galatians 5. Let me look it up on my baby. I love this book. Galatians 5. So quick to find, too, when you have it on your phone. Oh, thank you, Lord, for saving my soul. Galatians 5. I love the first verse. I'm going to read it in the New King James Version, just because I want to. Stand fast, therefore, in the liberty by which Christ has made us free. And do not be entangled again with a yoke of bondage. You know what? I'm going to read it in the Message because I like it in the Message. And I think for those of you who weren't raised on King James, it might be easier. I love this. Christ has set us free to live a free life. One translation says it was for freedom that Christ has set us free. It's as simple as that. Freedom. A healthy father doesn't want their kid bound up. Christ has set us free to live a free life. So take your stand. Never let anyone put a harness of slavery on you. I am emphatic about this. The moment any one of you submits... Here was the issue of the day in Paul's time. Are you ready? I am emphatic about this, he says. The moment any one of you submits to circumcision or any other kind of rule-keeping system, at that same moment, Christ's hard-won gift of freedom is squandered. I repeat my warning. The person who accepts the ways of circumcision trades all the advantages of the free life in Christ for the obligations of the slave life of the law. Now, we'll just read that much, but in that time it was circumcision. And nowadays, who knows why they do it. But anyway, it's not an issue anymore, but it was in that time where if you really wanted to be a good Christian, a Jewish-y Christian, Jewish-y, I guess, because they were trying to put everybody back under the law when they'd been set free. And Paul was trying to explain, no. When someone tries to put the law of anything, church membership, to be a good Christian, you got to have long hair. To be a good Christian, you can't wear makeup or earbobs. To be a good Christian, you don't drink, smoke, or go with those who do. All that kind of stuff, the legal stuff. Or to be a Christian, some even say. And that's just wrong. You've now shackled yourself and those people under you with the law. And Paul said, don't. He was very emphatic. Go read it for yourself. Yeah, Sweet Bella's back. Well, okay. 45 minutes, that's too long. All right, y'all, I've been going 45 minutes. Let's close with the one I wrote. Let's see if I can remember it. When money can't buy a solution and plans can't find a way, when what works before doesn't work anymore and words have nothing to say, when tears are flowing like rivers and hearts are breaking in two, it seems when you pray God is so far away, there's still one thing you can do. Rest in the arms of the everlasting one. Rest in the care of God's ever-loving Son. When all you can do has already been done, rest in the arms of God. The presence of God is around you, even though it's hard to believe that He would be there in the midst of despair without even meeting your need. But He is familiar with sorrow, and He is acquainted with grief. The scars in His hands prove that He understands. In time, He'll meet every need. So rest in the arms of the everlasting one. Rest in the care of God's ever-loving Son. When all you can do has already been done, rest in the arms of God. It's time to rest in the arms of God. Rest in the arms of God. Help us find rest when we're anxious, like, I will be tomorrow night, just because it's in Nashville. Nashville, ugh, that's where all the musicians live. People who can actually read music. So, it'll be me, and I'll do my best, and I hope you can come. And the good news is, if you couldn't afford a ticket, now you can. It's free. Just go to the ticket counter at the Fisher Center today, or tomorrow, or whenever, until all those 750 tickets they have left are gone. See, we've already sold half, and so we're already going to have a good time, good people. I'm going to be up in the midst of them. I hate staying up on the stage. I spend most of my time in the audience. But I have to make sure the people on the balconies can see me. It is going to be so cool. Have you seen this auditorium? You need to come, if for no other reason, just to see this beautiful auditorium. I wish I could bring Bella, but she's old. She's got to stay home. She's down to one tooth. Looks like she's smoking a cigarette. Well, anyway, Aaron says, I can't read music, but write songs, see? And did you know that Dottie Rambo couldn't read music either, Aaron? See? And I don't read music. To me, it looks like a bunch of white and black boys jumping over a fence. I've never been able to read it. But I can hear it, and I can write lyrics. So that's what I try to do. And I wrote some of the music to these songs that I'm singing for you. I think back in the day, the early ones, because I didn't know anybody else who could help me. Real musicians who could write melodies like Buddy Green did for Mary Did You Know. So I wrote them myself. In fact, I wrote this one. I'll close with this, in case anybody's thinking about quitting. Don't do it. I wrote this melody, best I remember. Don't quit. Think about it, brother, but don't quit. That's it. Keep on believing and don't quit. You may stumble, you might fall, but keep on believing if you can still crawl, and don't quit. Don't you ever quit. He bought you with a price. You are not your own. He gave himself to die for you, so he could take you home. All you have to do is follow him. He said he'd lead the way, but while you're serving him, you thought of quitting. Well, all I have to say is don't quit. Think about it, brother, but don't quit. That's it. Keep on believing and don't quit. You may stumble, you might even fall, but keep on believing if you can still crawl, and don't quit. Don't you ever quit. At times it may get rough. Your back's up to the wall. You're tired and weak and need some rest. You think you're gonna fall, but if you cling to the one who sweat great drops of blood that weary day, he'll help you make it through this trial. And then I'll hear you say, Mark, don't quit. Think about it, brother, but don't quit. That's right. That's it. Keep on believing and don't quit. You may stumble, you might even fall, but keep on believing if you can still crawl, and don't quit. Don't you ever quit. After serving the Lord, what else would you do? Everything else is second best for you. So don't quit. Don't you ever quit. Oh, don't quit. Don't you ever quit. Come on, don't quit. I ain't got time to quit. So don't quit believing, y'all, whatever you do. And have a blessed and happy day, and I'll see you when I see you.